So what they do is they come to the bank and they say, I've got R1,000,000 in my account and I want to invest it.
Yeah.
So I looked at the percentage, the percentage in which we're giving these people,
the returns.
the returns on their investment. It was not much. And I looked at how much the bank is making out of that, but they're giving them peanuts on a monthly basis, So that's where now my eyes started opening up and I was like, look, I need to really get into this trading thing.
Hey guys, welcome to Traders Room SA. You guys are watching a live interview from Traders Connect offices. If it's your first time on the YouTube channel, thank you for viewing the video, and if you are a returning subscriber, we really appreciate it. Road to 20k, and today I'm not alone. I'm with my guy MJ from Traders Connect. And how are you, my brother?
No, I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing well, I'm glad that we have you on the very first live interview on the channel. And, we're about to grow together and, only move forward from here.
No, that's good. I'm also happy that, this whole journey, I get to experience it in the foundation phase.
Yeah.
Of which I think what you guys are doing as Traders Room is something that is unique and special.
Yeah.
There are a lot of channels out there that people, subscribe to on daily basis, and it's all about the content. But I think you guys are bringing something new, something fresh into the trading space. So
yeah.
Big ups to you.
I definitely appreciate it. So we're gonna get into the interview, and I want us to relax so that the people can get to know you better. And just give us a brief introduction of yourself, where you're from, and where you were born and raised.
Okay, so I'm the CEO and founder of Traders Connect.
Yeah.
I've got several businesses that I've started and I'm currently running. I'm just an energetic young man from the farms of Breads in Northwest. That's where I was born and raised. So I was born there, and most of my life, though I've spent most of my life in Pretoria.
Yeah.
So this is where I attended school and varsity. So that's me. Very simple and humble, I believe. Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've come a long way.
Yeah.
And man, I guess the people now know more about you. And let's get into the Forex related things, because that's why we're here. We're at your offices. Your offices look nice.
Thank you.
And for those who are watching right now, we're going to have a trading floor tour in the coming month, and just stay tuned for that. But tell us about your background in the financial world, because when we were talking, you mentioned that you've worked in the bank before. So just tell us more about that.
Okay, so I've got a diploma in marketing.
Okay.
And I've also got a BA degree. So my financial interest into trading and stuff, it did not come from me just looking at people making money, driving fast cars and all that.
Yeah.
It was a matter of something that I've studied from school. So I've got a very good background of finance. So when I did my business administration degree, I majored into finance. So that's where I got my interest into trading and all that. So with that, I was able to work for a bank.
Okay.
Only for 8 months, by the way. It was only for a short space of time. Simply because when you graduate and you want to start a new life, a new journey.
Yeah.
You're mostly looking for corporate world, to be exposed into the corporate world. So by God's grace, I was able to work for I would say the biggest bank in South Africa, though I don't want to mention the name.
Oh, yeah.
So I was a multi-skilled consultant.
Yeah.
So meaning to say I can migrate from one place to another, from being a teller, a banker, a business banker, a consultant, and so on.
And work your way to the top.
Yeah, and work your way to the top. So
Alright.
yeah, I was trained for that. So my interest into trading is when I was a teller. I used to have a lot of people that are coming to exchange their currency for our currency. So they will come with
Alright.
dollars. So somebody will say, I'm from America and I just came into your country, so I've got this dollars. I want to exchange so that I can use your South African rands since I'm in your country.
Oh.
So what we basically used to do is to exchange for them and then give them our currency for them to use while they're here. So I started seeing how much the banks were making money out of this exchange. You know, so I remember I spoke to one of my colleagues and I said, look, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
And I remember he said to me, look, go see your manager. So I went to my manager and I said, look, this is very interesting. How do we now, get into this Forex thing?
Without having to do the physical exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, my manager was able to advise me to say, look, man, you might as well be a retail trader. You can just have the software on your laptop and start trading. And I was like, wow. I might as well do it. If it's doable, then I might as well do it.
Why not?
And I was also doing investments for certain people.
Yeah.
So what they do is they come to the bank and they say, I've got 1 million rands in my account and I want to invest it.
Yeah.
So I looked at the percentage, the percentage in which we're giving these people, the returns on their investment. It was not much. And I looked at how much the bank is making out of that, but they're giving them peanuts on a monthly basis, So that's where now my eyes started opening up and I was like, look, I need to really get into this trading thing. I want to know about it. Then I started making my research. Yeah.
Okay, so how did the research how is the environment, and working in that banking space, and what kind of research were you doing, and how did that research help you to, decide that, I want to start going independent, I want to leave this environment and just explore this Forex thing on your own?
Well, look, it was a risk, I gotta say, that I had to take. Because like I said previously, that I was tired of making people's money. I was tired of that, and it was high time I make my own money.
True.
So it was a matter of me reading a lot about Forex trading.
Right.
Also going on the internet looking, and I had a high school teacher, by the way, who was involved into trading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I remember I gave him a call and I was like, look, it's MJ from high school. And he's a pastor, by the way. So for me, I was like, he's a pastor and he's trading. Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah.
So
trustworthy.
yeah, and it was someone that I had a relationship with, when I was in high school. So he was more like a good mentor for me, in terms of guidance, spiritual guidance and stuff like that. So it was easy for me to go to him and say, look, I heard about this thing and I heard that you are doing it. And he was like, look, I don't have time, but my son is doing it. So his son was able to give me some of the material to study and whatnot, and that's how I got involved into this.
Okay, so what made you want to get into Forex? I heard you said you were tired of counting people's money. So I'm assuming you wanted to start making your own money through trading. And how was that journey like when you started, and for how long have you been trading, for those who might be interested?
Okay, so for this year, I'm going for 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah. So for me, tired of being in the space of counting people's money. It also came at the point where I was like, okay, fine, I'm tired of counting their money, but I also need freedom. So I wanted to do a lot of things. So I knew that I can do a lot of things. I grew up in the business background. My dad was a businessman. So I would see how he can run different businesses at the same time. So for me, I was like, look, if I can just focus on a laptop, look at the news and look at the candles going up and down, while I'm doing that, I can do another thing, So for me, it was more about freedom. I needed something that I can do at any given time. I needed something that I can do while I was sleeping. That's what I wanted. So for me, Forex was the thing, that can allow me to have that freedom.
I really like that. So I hear you mentioning businesses, and you know, most of the time people who trade, what we see on Instagram or other platforms is people just misusing their money. And I'm not saying it's bad to just take your money and spend it and enjoy it, but how important is it to use Forex as a vehicle to invest in businesses like you mentioned, and what are some of the businesses that you've been able to venture into because of Forex and the money you've been able to accumulate over time?
Okay, that's a very good question, Nebza. I move with one motto: spirit of excellence.
All right.
For me to have a fast car doesn't mean anything about excellence. If the car cannot produce anything, then it's not excellent. So what I normally do is that if I've got money, I need to make sure that that money makes more money. So I invest too much on assets.
I like that.
Yeah, I invest too much on assets. A lot of people come to me, they always want to know where I stay, what I drive and all that, and I'm not about that life. I'm more into excellence.
Right.
If I can produce something, if you come to our offices, you can see we try, you know, value for money. If you're gonna come here and you want me to give you a service, I have to persuade you from the entrance.
Yeah, true.
You know, so getting Forex money, profits, and all that, for me it was about I need to leave a legacy. I don't want people just to talk about MJ the trader, MJ the businessman. I want my grandchildren to talk about the great MJ.
The great MJ.
You know, who made a legacy for us. I don't want my grandchildren, you know, I'm not thinking here.
You're thinking 2 steps ahead.
Not even 2, maybe 10. Because I want my offsprings to benefit out of my sweat.
I like
so
that.
For me to buy an expensive car for now, I don't think I can afford.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the money is not there.
But you can't afford that.
I can't afford it because I have a sports car that I normally don't even want to show it on my pages or whatever. You know, I stay in a comfortable place. But I'm not about that life. For me, I'd rather show you my office space, show you something that produces money. Not something that takes money out of.
I like that. I like
you
that.
know, so with that, I was able to start my own construction company, buy equipment, and get a baki. You saw there's a baki outside.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, so I was able to generate more. So I was like, the money that comes in, it needs to work for itself. I make my money work. My money is my employee. It must work for me. It must work
for you.
Yeah, and I was able to buy a franchise with my wife for massage. So we have a massage parlor.
Okay, I like that.
So those are the businesses that we started. And though we had other businesses that we started, I gotta say this on camera and on the record, they failed. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong.
I have several businesses that they failed.
Yeah.
And to those that are watching and you're having a business that is failing or currently failing or it has failed, it's not the end of the world. You just need to see where you got it wrong and start all over.
I like that. I like the sound of that. So it seems like Traders Connect is not just a place where you'll get financial education about Forex, but you'll get guidance in terms of basically mentorship, so that once you make your profits, you venture into other things. So tell us more about Traders Connect. We're at the offices, like I've been saying, and we'll have an office tour. It really looks nice. Tell us more about Traders Connect. Okay,
so we are an institution that is, it's not focused on one thing. We're not into only financial markets. So I've got people that I'm mentoring in the construction space and other businesses, and so we are like a factory of talents. So we want people to come in as they are. It doesn't matter where you come from. Our space is all about nurturing you to become the better version of yourself, to become the high performance level of yourself, because I believe that every individual has a high performance being inside. You just need somebody to activate it for you,
and an environment
exactly. So for people that wants to know more about us, so we trading, we're running other businesses, we're doing mentorship for other businesses, relationships as well.
Relationships.
Relationships as well. So so it's like a factory,
It's like a factory.
So I'm also a relationship coach.
relationship.
Yeah. So if you've got some issues there, you can give me a
You
call.
can give MJ a call. But
Yeah.
before we wrap up
Yeah.
part one of this segment,
Yeah.
I heard you talking about the environment. So with Traders Connect, I'm assuming you got these offices because you felt like trading from home was a bit lonely.
Yeah.
Tell us more about your transition from trading at home and why you started the office.
Yeah, I like that question. So I've always traded alone. It used to bother me a lot
Yeah.
because it's lonely. No matter your losses, no matter your wins. Sometimes when you win, you don't know who to celebrate with. Sometimes when you lose, you don't know who you need to share your emotions with.
Yeah.
So I was tired of that.
Yeah.
So I used to just call random people to say, come trade with me, I'm bored, let's trade together. But for me, I used to see how people were not taking this industry serious.
Yeah.
So I started acquiring one office. It was a small office that I had. And I invited people to come and trade with me. So that's how we started. We were just trading together. Then I had an idea. Why can't I have a trading floor where people come and they trade?
And connect.
And they connect. That's why it's called Traders Connect. So we're just connecting in different dimensions, different angles. So we've got a trading floor where people can come and trade with us. We've got a community where you can join our community and trade with us.
Yeah.
So we also have courses that we offer if you want to learn more about trading, business and all that.
Yeah.
So for us, when you come to us, if you come to us and you say, teach me how to trade, we are not about that. We don't teach you how to trade. We teach you how to run a trading business.
Because trading is a business.
It is a business. So we teach you from scratch. How to run a business. What are the assets? We start from, if you are trading from your home, what is your expense? What is your number one expense? Is Wi-Fi your expense? Are you using data? Are you using what kind of a laptop are you?
Spread is an expense.
Spread is an expense. Swap is an
Commission
expense.
is an
Commission
expense.
and all that. So, we just break it down. It's not about, engulfing candlesticks and all that.
Into finer details.
So we get into the depth of running a financial, a trading business.
All right, so MJ, tell me, how can people benefit from this environment?
Well, the psychological side of things.
All right.
Your input determines your output.
Okay.
So what you put in determines what you're gonna take out.
All right.
So if you are in a professional space, automatically they say you are an average of 5 people
Okay.
that you hang around with. So if you are in the Traders Connect space where you get that professionalism, you're getting people that are realistic about their trading journey, automatically you fall into the space of a professional trader,
Yeah.
So you can benefit a lot, the psychological side of things, the technical side of things, of which we believe that the psychological side of things is more important than your technical.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
There's nothing wrong with people trading. It's just that this is a human problem. We have a problem of fear.
Fear.
Yeah.
For no reason.
We just fear. So normally when you're having your wins, you cut them short, and when you're having your losses, you always
Let them run. Which is a mistake most beginner traders do.
Yeah.
And I really noticed that when I was getting into your offices, that the attire was totally different from what I've seen, because most of the time when we trade from home, we just in pajamas. It's easy to wake up and say, I'm still in my pajamas, let me trade, let me place a trade. How important is just looking the part, especially in an environment like this?
Okay, so it's a very interesting question. The attire for us is very important because you don't know who you're going to meet. That day you don't know who you're going to meet. We always see ourselves as people that have got potential. So you don't know who you're going to meet. So it's better to be ready for anything. Once you've done your morning routine, because we also help you create a professional trading plan that will include how you eat, your sleeping habits and all that. So your routine and all that. Because remember, to become a high performance human being, it takes a lot. It's not easy. So from home, when you're coming from home, you need to look the part, because like I said, you don't know who you're gonna meet. It's just that we're also trying to give this trading business the respect it deserves.
That in South Africa.
In South Africa, and I'm sorry to say this, it's a joke. Trading is for me, it's a joke, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I think we need to give it the respect that it deserves. I mean, this is the #1 market in the world. You know, you have to think about it. I mean, when you just wake up in the morning, no matter how much you have in your account, you are part of the trillion that is moving. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't just take it lightly. You think about it. If a president is going to address you on different levels, you're going for level 5 lockdown, and he's just coming there, he's just wearing a hat and some shorts, and he's like, guys, we're about to have a lockdown. I mean, how serious are you? You're not gonna take him serious.
Yeah,
you know?
I really agree with you.
So we have our days where we have our formal, and on Fridays that's what we do casual. You can rock up with your jeans and whatever.
With your Fabianis.
Exactly, and the Louis Vuitton and whatever.
I really like that. And tell us, do you have any students who have been here and they've really accelerated? Because I've met one of your students, KB, and when I first came to the office, his journey was really amazing, and the growth. Because when I was speaking to him, it sounded like he had been trading for years, So tell us more about your students and
KB is a good example. He came here without knowing nothing. He knew nothing. So we started from scratch. He's only been trading for less than a year now. But what he's doing on the charts is exceptional. One thing I like about him is that he's always opening a room to learn more. He doesn't think he knows too much. He doesn't call himself a guru as yet. So there's always a room for improvement, and he does a lot of consultations, whatever he sees, because you don't. Most people will say you have to lose in order to learn. I agree with that. But if you have a good mentor, you don't necessarily have to lose, because he has been through a lot of things. So he should tell you, you know that. So as much as KB is good, there are times where I will say to him, look, we need to be careful of 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Because of the experience that I have. So having a mentor helps. Somebody that you can always talk to and all that. So KB is now one of our pros. And in a short space of time he was able. But one thing I also have to add, Lebza, and this is important for people that are watching. You need to put in the work. We're not gonna put the work for you. You need to put in the work. If you give you your homework, you need to do the homework. If you're not gonna work, you're not gonna become a professional. You're not gonna become the best version of yourself. So you need to put in the work. Put in the work. Put in the work. You need to be hungry for this. So normally what I do is that I test people a lot. So I will give them tasks to do. And what I will do is that I won't even ask about it. So I will say tomorrow, do 1, 2, 3. Let's come to my office. Let's talk about it. And if you don't come, then I leave you. Because I want that drive to come out of you. So I've got people that I have one guy that is from Cameroon. That guy is when you say somebody would bother you, that guy would bother you. And I like that. He's hungry. He's hungry. So he would just call and ask questions. He wants it. And he's persistent. So I can tell you, he's going to become one of the best traders there is, because of the level of hunger. So we want people to come here hungry. Don't come here full, because there's nothing to add if you're full.
I like that. I hear that you mentioned your student from Cameroon, and tell the people, because I'm sure you're targeting the whole world apart from South Africa. Which other students do you have from across the world?
Okay, so we have Canada, we have the one that we were interviewing the other day, Saudi Arabia. We have some few people that are interested also from the Southern African region, like Botswana and then Zimbabwe. We have, but they are still in the beginner stage. So we do virtual trading floor with them and virtual lessons with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this is not only for South African traders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we anyone that is interested can come.
Yeah.
From anywhere.
So for those who are near, just tell us your address, where they can find your offices, and
yeah. So we are currently based in the capital city of South Africa. Big ups to Pretoria.
Pretoria.
I know you guys are from Johannesburg, and there's always a beef between the Joburgers and the Pretorians, because Joburgans they more
relaxed.
Yeah, more relaxed, and Pretorians we are more like the crazy ones, right? So yeah, so we are in the capital city of South Africa. We are in Pretoria North, Pretoria in the north side. So our address is 283 Jagindon Street in Pretoria North. And good news is that we are opening our new trading floor in the next few months in Centurion. Yeah, so in 267 West End, that's where we got our office. So we're still busy with the paperwork.
Yeah.
And yeah, the setup is great.
Setup is great.
Yeah, so we open in Centurion pretty much soon.
So I really like that, and I just want to close off part 1 of this interview. And guys, stay tuned. We have more to discuss. In the next episode, we will be discussing Bitcoin, because that's the main instrument you trade, and how they approach the market. You know, this was just the introduction to what they do, his story, and next episode we're getting into the Forex related things. So stay tuned, guys, and we're gonna really push. Thank you, MJ.
All right, cheers.
I really
Thanks,
appreciate it.
buddy.